Recently I made a video trying to trend run on the popularity of the newest hero in BTD6 where I basically went, she's alright. But after having more and more playtime on her to grow my opinion on her even further, she's the worst hero BTD6 has gotten without a doubt. I want you to understand that I say this because this is the first below average hero we've gotten so far. Most, if not all, the heroes that have released so far have had an impact, or sometimes too much of an impact, on the game. Rosalia, on the other hand, has released in a very below average state to the point of meaninglessness. This is very weird because you'd think with how good monkey aces and heli pilots are that a hero based around buffing them would be top tier. But instead we got a hero that's as necessary as Squidward blowing up. But to properly state what I mean by meaningless, we're going to break down every type of hero and see what role she's supposed to fit in. Before that though, if you need to know exactly what she does, I have a 3-minute video going over her main abilities and attributes, so go check that out. An offensive character is defined by hitting hard, yet having little to no support abilities, such as Sada, Adora, Quincy, or Churchill. Characters under this category can carry the whole game or a good amount of it by just dealing raw damage, which doesn't describe Rosalia. Because even though her damage potential isn't terrible, the other offensive characters just outweigh it tenfold. It also doesn't help that when placing her, you need to worry about being able to get her in a spot to hit the track, and also have enough space to place down a heli pilot or monkey ace. So she has no place in this category. Well, if she doesn't fare well in the offense category, what about serving a more supportive role? A support character is the opposite of offense character in that they have a mediocre offensive potential with grade A support potential that can make an impossible strategy possible, such as Striker Jones, Pat Fusty, Oben, Captain Brickle, or Benjamin. But if we look at Rosalia's support potential, it falls short in comparison with her only actual good support being knocking back balloons every few shots, which can easily be done more effectively with Pat Fusty. In fact, every hero in this category can easily outclass her, with things such as Benjamin getting you over $30k, Brickle buffing the attack speed of subs and Buccaneers, or even Oben's small yet permanent buff on magic towers and even more on druids, along with having a tree to catch stray balloons or earn money. So once again, since most of the other characters have more presence when it comes to supporting, she falls short in this category. But the final category is the one I think she fits best in, but unfortunately still falls behind. The characters in the hybrid category are just that. They can deal good damage while also providing decent support, yet not particularly being amazing at either. Or at least they're not supposed to be. Characters like Gwen, Ezili, Edian, Geraldo, or Corvus fit in this category in a way that unfortunately Rosalia just can't match. Now, I don't really want to compare Corvus and Geraldo to Rosalia because they're already some of the best heroes in the entire game. But even when we don't compare her to the best heroes, all the things we brought up about her damage and supporting are outclassed. Her support especially, since 2 of her support abilities are complete garbage. And even if her damage isn't garbage, it still requires microwaving to get that full potential, and it's honestly kind of annoying having to micro her so hard, yet get so little in return. So with all the characters outclassing her in these categories, I want to ask, what is Rosalia's purpose? She doesn't do anything that any other hero could do better, and she isn't even the best when it comes to synergy with monkey aces and heli pilots. All she could do is provide a measly 5% discount and buff their flight speed, which might not even matter on some of the cross paths. Meanwhile, other characters could buff their damage, give them camo detection, or just gain any money that Rosalia would have saved up. Even switching the game mode from hard to medium saves more money than she does. This brings me to the conclusion that Rosalia is meaningless. She's a complete nothing burger in most, if not all attributes, and is probably the worst hero we've gotten so far. But it doesn't have to be this way at all. I do think that Ninja Kiwi can be on the right track with her, but ultimately was probably too scared of making another overpowered on launch character to give her things that actually make her a good character. Doing things such as buffing the discount, allowing her to buff another attribute such as Pierce of monkey aces and heli pilots, and giving her an actual level 20 like making her level 7 ability permanent can be good steps in the right direction to make a great hero. But until then, Rosalia,
your life is nothing. You serve zero purpose. You should kill yourself now.